So it's not anything new, but we're gonna host a Minecraft server on a $25 piece of hardware. Phones that you can get from Walmart. They range from $25 to $40, and yeah, they still sell them at crazy good compute. Then, if you get really advanced, you can host a cluster or multiple servers, game servers, anything, RuneScape, Minecraft, on a Cellhasher, and put Ethernet to all 20 of these devices. We're just gonna do it on one device today to show you how to do it in essentially one click, and you have a Minecraft server running. Now, first things first, you're gonna need to enable developer options. This is pretty straightforward on the majority of Androids. You'll simply go to your settings. You'll head to About Phone or System. You'll find the build number, which in our case is here, and you'll repeatedly tap that about 7 times, and it will say you are now a developer. You'll find your developer settings in System or sometimes other spots near there, or you can search for it. We'll click into Developer Options. We want Stay Awake, OEM Unlocking. If you don't have OEM Unlocking, it's not the end of the world. You don't need to. We're going to turn off Automatic System Updates. We're going to turn off doze mode. We're going to enable, this is the important one, USB debugging. It will ask you to allow access. We're also going to turn on the disable ADB authorization timeout. So after 7 days, you don't need to ask your computer. So then what you're going to do is you're going to take a USB-C cable, you're going to plug it into your phone and the computer, and it will give you a prompt, and I'll show you that prompt. So you'll use a USB-C or whatever your plug is, you plug it into your computer that you have on, and you'll want to accept, always accept. Let's see if we can zoom in on it, and then click allow. So in order to get that prompt to come up, you actually have to download the Cellhasher software on your computer, which we will move to now. You can get the software for Cellhasher, which is this, by clicking free download. Then it brings you to their docs, which shows you how to use it, and you click that button. This is the latest version. Scroll on down and use Linux version, or if you're using Windows, you can use the exe version. So once you download that, you'll be able to open it up. It might ask you for this. It's okay. You can click Run Anyway. This will go through the installer process. I do have it installed and pulled up, so I'm just going to pull it up right now. You can see your device will populate here once ADB is accepted. In order for that ADB authorization prompt to pop up, you need to have this software running because it's running Android Debugging Bridge in the background, which is ADB. From here, you can see your device once it's accepted. It gives you some stats. You can click the mirror button, which will pull up the mirror in the screen so you can see and interact with your phone from your computer. You can type on it from your keyboard. It is nice. In order for this to work in this manner, you can also use the mirror tab. You're going to want to set up some settings here. So first, you're going to want to download ADB, which thankfully they provide links to everything we need. So the 3 things we need is download ADB so we can interact with the phone from our computer. You only need this really once to set it up, and then you never really need it again, and you'll be able to run your server whenever you want. Screen copy, this is how we mirror. This just downloads the latest version of Screen Copy. And what you're going to do is browse and put all of those file paths, the executables, which is the exe, into this. And then you'll need Python installed on your computer. And you'll need to install it as an environment variable path. If you don't know how to do that, give that a look up or download it from like the Windows or Microsoft store. And then just make sure on the installation page, you select install as path. Once those are set up, you can kind of verify that Python's there. You see your device, and you'll be able to mirror it. So what we'll do here is we'll do one of these. So we can have both ends running like this. So we're going to head on over to, this is a fresh device. Nothing's on it. All we need to do is run to scripts. We're going to click on Cellhasher scripts. We'll make this a little wider. And we get the Minecraft server deploy and then Minecraft server start. So we need to deploy the Minecraft server, which will install it. And then the run can run it later if we want to. So you can see what is being ran at all times right in the code, which you can actually create your own script if you want. You can use Python or no code or even Lua, if that's how you pronounce it. So we're going to go ahead and click, well, first, we're going to make sure we have the device selected. To select a device, you click this. It will highlight one device selected. Go into scripts again, and you click run. You'll see another device selection prompt come up, but it's global device selection, so it should have your device connected. I have a ton of devices connected, obviously, so we're going to go ahead and click run. And what this will do is it will start running the script. You can see that it's starting the script on one device. Now, sometimes with these devices, it will ask to install Termux, and it will say package cannot install, but this time it did. There was no fuss about it. And there's one thing, we need to connect this to internet. This is going to fail right away, so 1 second. So to connect this to internet, you actually can simply go over to network, and then you can type in the name of your network ID, which can show up here or whatever. We'll do, let's see here, we got one coming up. We'll do bunker Eero, and then you can type in your password. It should, yep, it will hide your password, so you can simply go and connect to your Wi-Fi like this. And with the device selected, it will use ADB join Wi-Fi, and you can see we are now connected to our network. From there, so it says Google Play is turned off on this device, which is why Google Play Protect, which is why Termux installed correctly the first time around. If it doesn't install, you need to turn Google Play Protect off and then go from there. So what we're going to end up doing here is, I'm moving it with my finger. We're going to head on over again to scripts in the Cellhasher page. Go to Cellhasher. These load in Cellhasher's official scripts, which anybody can make scripts and deploy them. And we're going to run the server deploy again now that we're connected to internet because it should work. And we're going to run it on this device. So we'll give it a little bit to start. Now this might take a little bit, so probably go ahead and pause right here. But it's going to go and it's going to start essentially downloading all the package. It downloads 1.18.1 server. Now you can update this. If you want to update to the latest Minecraft server, you can go and toss this into ChatGPT, and essentially you're downloading this right here. This is the link of the jar file that we're downloading, and you can download the latest version that you want to download. And then I would change the echo, because the echo is what's being pushed there. So whatever version you're downloading, change that echo so it matches the same thing. It's really easy, and again, you can duplicate it, like duplicate my scripts, Minecraft server deploy, so I'm going to duplicate it. Now this script is right here, and I can edit it and run it and do whatever I need to do with it. It's quite cool. We'll see how quick this goes. This is a fresh install. There's plenty of other things you can do in the software. The software is mainly made for like automation. Like you can run AI models on the devices. This is actually using Droid Run to control your device with AI. It's pretty cool. And you can select your model that you want to use. You have to put your API key in the setting, but it is really interesting. You got an automation dragger, so if you want to like do swipe inputs, you can do swipe inputs, taps, and then run them on devices as well. All kinds of stuff that you can mess around with. The mirror also works, so if I wanted to mirror this device in here, you'll just kind of let it connect. Sometimes it glitches. It's probably not mirroring. So yeah, this is the same. We're mirroring in here and to the side at the same time. So I'm just going to go ahead and stop these because no reason to mirror twice. I'll go ahead and pause this while this is continuing to download. So it is done. Installation complete. It's going to run the server once, and you'll be able to connect to the server on port 25565, and then you'll have to find the device IP, and I'll show you how to find the device IP. What this does is it's going to run the server first so that it can generate the authentication keys that it needs to, and then we'll be good to go. And it already did. So it already generated these keys. It's the EULA, and then it accepts the EULA. So this is all automatic. You don't have to do nothing other than just run it, which is pretty wild. So it does look like it is up and running. It's preparing the world. It might take a little bit because we're running on 1 gigabyte of RAM, which I'll show you how to change if you have a device that has, 3 or 4 or even 8 or 12 gigabytes of RAM, but it is done. To find your device IP to connect to it, you'll go to settings, and you're just going to go into the network settings, and then you're going to find your device IP. So we're going to go to network, we'll go into our Wi-Fi area, we'll go to settings, and then we'll scroll down, and we'll see our IP address is 1069.1.231. So now, if we type in Minecraft and sign in, so you want to select paper installation 1.18.1. If you download the latest version, you can totally do it by running through the installations here. We're going to go ahead and click play. This will launch Minecraft on our desktop. And what you'll do is you go to multiplayer. Oh, I don't even know what I just did there. I enabled Discord, of course. That is pretty annoying. So we're going to add a server. We'll name it phone server. And again, we'll need the IP, which is right here. So 10.69. Wow, I am having a typing stroke right now. Still having one. 69.1.231 colon 25565 for the port, and click done. We can verify that our server is running again by going back to the terminal. It's pinging, and there we go. We have a Minecraft server. We'll launch it, and we'll see that it will register our player. It shows that we joined the game, and we are playing Minecraft at honestly all you need. Minecraft's super lightweight, so that's what's really fun about it. You can have all your family and friends join when they're over at LAN, and you can push this publicly and host servers from your phone through port forwarding. You might need to have a rooted device or run Docker. There are ways to kind of get around it, but you have a full server. You can add mods and plugins. If I type in /help, I did helps. You have a list of different things. It shows you what the commands and what people are doing inside of your server. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's really easy to use. I'm going to go ahead and stop at the server to kind of show you what will happen here. So if I hit Control and C at the same time on my keyboard, or click this Control and then C here, it will close the server, obviously. So if we go back to Cellhasher and we go to the scripts, got the Minecraft music in the background here, so I think I might have to stop that in case of, you know how that works. Copyright or something around the terms of that. We're going to start the server now. So let's say you're done. You're like, okay, so how do I start the server? Well, you can simply just hit run on the server starter in the command, and you can run the server. This will run a command that I'll put in the description to where if you don't have a computer, you can totally do that. And you can unplug your phone from the computer once you have this installed and running. You can run it aside from your computer. So this is the server start. If you hit enter, it will run on default, or you can allocate more gigabytes of RAM to your device, to your server. So let's type in 2. We want to allocate 2. So it's going to start our server with 2 gigabytes of RAM, and it's that easy to do. We'll give this a moment to load, and we're done in 5 seconds. It loaded that time. It was a little longer than 5 seconds in my opinion, even though it says 5 seconds. But now we're running on 2 gigabytes of RAM. It says it can't keep up, but I promise it's going to keep up. In the future, I'll try testing this with a cluster to show you how you can do it with 20 phones, or really any amount of phones you want to, or just running a series of servers as like a hosting service, which is entirely possible because phones today have 8 cores and normally minimum 3 to 4 gigabytes of RAM on some of these cheap $25 to $30 phones. Some of your high-end phones, which you can get repaired or even like cheap motherboards of, that have 8 to 12 gigabytes of RAM, you could run 2-3 servers on this all at the same time. So it's super cool, and you can go from there. But anyways, this is on 2 gigabytes of RAM, and we can see our phone that has it's about 3.6 gigabytes of RAM. You can check in Cellhasher right here. So the system overhead is a little much, but if you go ahead and you use another phone, I'm getting some screen tearing on my end. I have a faulty GPU, sadly, which is not good. If you use a phone, let's just say like a Flip or a Fold, this has 12 gigabytes of RAM and 230 gigabytes of storage. You're going to be able to run some crazy Minecraft servers with this type of phone. Nonetheless, it's fun. You can play with your friends and your family at your local LAN party. But yeah, thanks for watching.